In problem 25, we have the function f4 minus 3x minus x squared over x squared minus 1. And when I see something like this, I might try to simplify it before I do anything else. And I'd simplify it, since the x squared is negative, I'd simplify starting off by bringing out a negative from the numerator. And that would leave me with x squared, and then writing it in descending order. X squared plus 3x, and then minus 4. And I know that the denominator factors to x plus 1 times x minus 1. So I would hope that there might be an x plus 1 or an x minus 1 factor in the numerator. So let's see what happens there. And it turns out, in fact, that the numerator factors to be x minus, with the negative already factored out on the outside, x plus 4 times x minus 1, and that's over x plus 1 times x minus 1. So fortunately the x minus 1's cancel, and that's going to make life a lot simpler, but we still need to apply the negative to the x plus 4. So that would give me negative x minus 4 over x plus 1. And that's a lot simpler. We're still going to use the quotient rule for that. And the quotient rule for the derivative of f of x is low, the denominator, times d high, the derivative of the numerator, which is negative 1, minus high, which is the numerator, negative x minus 4, watching out for the negative sign on the outside, times the derivative of the denominator, which is just 1, over the denominator squared. Low d high minus high d low over low squared. Now I'm going to multiply that out. Negative 1 times x, so it'll give me negative x minus 1. And then I have negative x minus 4, applying a negative to both of those, so plus x plus 4. And again, all over x plus 1 squared. The negative x and positive x are a zero pair in the numerator. And so I end up with simply 3 over x plus 1 quantity squared, which gives me my derivative there. So again, you have to be really careful. When you can simplify, simplify before you start. And I'll scroll down and work on problem 27 a little bit lower so we have more space for that. Alright, with 27 we'll also do some simplifying before we start. And there are a couple of ways to do it. I'll first distribute the x. We'll have x minus 4x over x plus 3. Now I could handle both of those two. The derivative of x is easy, that's just 1. And we could find the derivative of 4x over x plus 3. That's also not difficult to do. But I'll put them together into one quotient, and we'll use the quotient rule on them, even though that might be a little bit more complicated, but it also will give us just one thing to differentiate. So if I multiply the x, numerator and denominator, by x plus 3 over x plus 3, I'll now get a common denominator of x plus 3. In my numerator, I'll have to distribute the x to the x plus 3. That'll give me x squared plus 3x. And then there's still the minus 4x there. So again, that simplifies out to being x squared minus x over x plus 3. So we did some simplifying before we go ahead, and now we have a quotient. So the derivative of f prime of x, will be low, the denominator, d high, the derivative of the numerator, which is 2x minus 1, minus high, d low, which is 1, over low squared, x plus 3 quantity squared. Now we'll have to multiply out the numerator. We get 2x squared minus x plus 6x minus 3, then minus x squared plus x over the quantity x plus 3 squared. When we simplify the numerator, we have 2x squared minus x squared is x squared. The negative x and positive x are a zero pair, leaving plus 6x, and then minus 3 over x plus 3 quantity squared. Now the numerator looks like it might cancel, but we need two numbers that multiply to give negative 3 and add to give positive 6. And that's not going to work. So that would be our final answer for problem number 27. X squared plus 6x minus 3 over x plus 3 squared.